everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Commerce with Namita. I am Namita Mane. In today's session, let us try to understand what is consideration and essential elements of consideration. So let's start. First, we'll try to understand the meaning of consideration. Now, the element of consideration is one of the important essential element in a valid contract. Basically, the consideration is the foundation of every contract. Okay, so consideration is the foundation of every contract. Now, what does the consideration means? Now, a consideration, okay, a consideration is something in return for something given. Okay, consideration is something in return for something given. Now, in an agreement or in a contract, each party promise to do something. Okay, one party promise to do something and expect to get something in return. Okay, so this something is called as consideration. Now, consideration is what? Money. Okay, and instead of money, you pay money and in return take some valuable goods. Now it is like give and take. You give something and you take something. Okay, so for example, now okay, we'll try to understand the meaning of consideration by one example. Now P, okay, there are two parties, P and Q. Okay, so P makes a contract. Okay, either P makes an agreement or P makes a contract to sell his laptop. P is making a contract to sell his laptop to Q. Okay, so P is selling his laptop to Q for rupees 20,000. Okay, P is selling his laptop to Q for rupees 20,000. Now here for P, 20,000 is what? Consideration. Okay, and for Q the consideration is laptop, and for Q the consideration is laptop. So what does consideration means? Something in return for something given. Now in this example, P is giving what? A laptop to Q, and in return Q is taking the laptop and plus he is paying what? 20,000. So something in return for something given. So P is giving laptop to Q and Q is taking that laptop, but along with that laptop Q is paying the money. Okay, he is paying the price of that laptop to Q. So even P is receiving some consideration, okay, and Q is also receiving some consideration. In terms of laptop, Q is receiving the consideration, and in terms of money, in terms of 20,000, P is receiving the consideration. Okay, so for in a valid contract also, consideration is important. It is a foundation for all the contracts. Now we'll see the definition of consideration. Okay, so definition of consideration according to section 2 subsection D of the Indian Contract Act 1872, consideration is defined as when at the desire. Okay, when at the desire of the promiser. Now promiser is the person who makes the promise, and on whom the promise is made, that person is called as promisee. Okay, so the definition as per section 2 subsection D of Indian Contract Act 1872, consideration is defined as when at the desire. Desire means in Hindi it is called as icha. Okay, when at the desire of the promiser, the promisee or any other person, okay, the promisee or any other person has done or abstained from doing. Okay, abstained from doing means not to do. Okay, either promisee or any other person has done, okay, the contract or the consideration, or abstain from doing means not willing to do. Okay, or does or abstain from doing. Okay, he has done that consideration or not willing to. Abstain means not willing to do it, okay, or promise to do it, or abstain from doing something. Either he promised to do the thing or he promised not to do the thing. Such act or abstain means not doing is called as consideration for the promisee. Okay, so this is the definition of consideration as per section 2 subsection D of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Now I have highlighted few things, okay, has done, abstain from doing, does or abstain from doing it, promise to do or abstain from doing something. So on this basis there are kinds of consideration. We'll try to understand. Just remember this highlighted points, okay, just remember this highlighted points. Now kinds of consideration means types of consideration. Now first is past consideration. Now what is past consideration? When consideration, okay, consideration, I hope you have understood. Consideration means something in return for something given, okay. So when consideration, okay, by a party for a present promise was given in past, that means before the date of promise, it is called as past consideration. Okay, we'll try to understand this past consideration by taking one example. First, understand this. Past consideration means when consideration by a party, okay, by a party for a present promise was given in past, that means before the date of promise, it is called as past consideration. Now this past consideration is indicated by the words in the section 2 subsection D, means in the definition of consideration as per section 2D. The past consideration is indicated in the definition by the word has done or abstained from doing, okay. See this. Means past consideration is there in the definition, okay. Past consideration is mentioned in the definition, has done or abstained from doing it, okay. So now we'll understand this definition, this past consideration by one example. Now there is two parties, okay, P and Q, okay. P teaches the son of Q, okay. P is teaching one subject to the son of Q. Whose son it is? Q son, okay. So P is teaching to Q's son. At whose request? At Q's request, okay. So P is teaching, P teaches the son of Q at Q's request in the month of Feb, okay, in the month of February, in the month of February. So P has taught, okay, P has taught the Q son in the month of Feb, okay. And in March, okay, and in March Q promises, okay, Q promises to pay P a sum of 1000 rupees for his service, okay. The service of what service? Service of teaching Q's son, okay. So Q has taught P has taught the son of Q, okay, son of Q in the month of Feb, okay. But Q is paying, okay, Q is promising in the month of March that I will pay sum of rupees 1000 for your service which you have did in past, okay. So here the service of P will be past consideration, okay. The service which P has did in the month of Feb, that is what? Past consideration, okay. So this is what, when consideration for a party, okay, means whose consideration, means P is going to get the consideration when he is going to get on the basis of his past service. Okay, he has given the consideration to Q, means he has taught the subject. So for P, the teaching for Q, okay, for Q's son, the consideration has already received in the month of Feb because P has taught him. But in return, Q is going to pay the money of his service in the month of March. Okay, so when consideration by a party for a present promise was given in the past. Okay, so that is nothing but a past consideration. Next type of consideration is present consideration. Now what does present consideration means? Consideration which moves simultaneously with the promise is called as present consideration. Okay, consideration which moves simultaneously with the promise is called as present consideration. Now this present consideration is indicated by the words in section 2 subsection D, means the present consideration is mentioned in the definition of consideration according to the section 2 subsection D, means does or abstain from doing. Does means he has done the agreement or done the consideration, or he may refuse from doing such consideration, means not willing to do that consideration. Abstain means not doing it. Okay, abstain is negative word. Okay, so now example of present consideration. Now P, okay, present consideration means consideration which moves simultaneously with the promise. Okay, so P goes to Q shop. Okay, so P and Q is there in the agreement or in the contract that P is going to the Q shop. Okay, he went to Q shop and asked for a pen. P went to the shop of Q, and in the shop P asked for a pen. Okay, and Q gives him the pen. Okay, so Q gives him the pen and P in return gives the money to Q. So this is what present consideration. Now P went to the shop of Q and he goes and take the pen from the shop, and he is taking pen from Q and P is paying the price of that pen to Q. So simultaneously both the promises or both the consideration is moving it. Okay, Q is getting pen. Okay, P is getting pen from Q and Q is getting money from P. Okay, so this is called present consideration. Now next is future consideration. Next type of consideration is future consideration. Now when consideration on both the side, means from on the both the side of the parties. Okay, when consideration on both the side is moved at a future date, okay, is called as future consideration. Now here both the parties promise to do, here both the parties promise to do some act at some future date. Now this future consideration is indicated by the words in section 2 subsection D, that is promises to do. Okay, promises to do or abstain from doing something. Okay, or promise to do in future, or say no from doing something. Now example of future consideration. In future consideration both the parties are doing the consideration of future date. Okay, so here in this example P, okay, P promised to deliver 100 bags of rice to Q. Okay, P is promising to Q that I will deliver 100 bags of rice to Q after 1 week. Okay, see both the parties, P as well as Q. P, one party, he promised to deliver 100 bags of rice after 1 week. So it is future. And Q promise, okay, Q promise to pay the price of the rice after 3 weeks. So both the parties are doing the consideration at the future date. Okay, the action is happening in the future. So this is called as future consideration. P promised to deliver 100 bags of rice to Q after 1 week, and same thing, Q is also promising to pay the price of this rice after 3 weeks. So 1 week and 3 weeks is what? The future date which both the parties are having the contract. So this is nothing but future consideration. Okay, so these are the types of consideration. 3 types of consideration: past, present and future consideration. Now next we'll move to essential elements of consideration. Okay, essential elements of consideration. Now what are important points or legal rules to make the consideration valid or legal? So first is, consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. So whatever is the consideration, it should move at the desire. Desire means willingness. Okay, willingness, or you can call it as ichha of the promiser. Okay, so any action, okay, or absence, okay, from action must be at the desire or request of the promiser. Means whatever any action or not to do that action also, it should be depend on the desire, or it should have the request of the promiser. Now if such an action or abstain means not to do is at the desire of a third party, or is not done without the consent or desire of the promiser, then it is not a consideration. So if the promise, if the action, or if any thing is not happening according to the promiser, and if it is happening according to the third party, or if it is not happening without the consent of the promiser, then this consideration is not a consideration. Now we'll understand this point by taking one case, a popular case, or by one example. So consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. So we'll understand this by one example. Now there is a popular case, okay, in Durga Prasad versus Baldev case. Okay, Durga Prasad versus Baldev case. Now what happens in this case? Okay, there is a person D. Okay, so D spend money. Okay, D is the person who spends money on the construction of a market. Okay, now D is the person who has spent money, who has invested money to construct, okay, to construct a market, okay, supermarket, anything. Okay, he spent money on the construction of the market. At whose desire? At the desire of the district collector. Means at the request of the district collector, D constructs a market. Okay, now the shopkeeper who occupies, okay, the shopkeeper who occupies the shop. Okay, now what happens? First thing was what? D constructed a market at the request or at the desire or at the willingness of the district collector. D constructs the market. Now the market is ready, the shops are ready. So the shopkeepers in the market, means the shopkeeper who occupies the shops in the said market. Said market means which the market is constructed by D. So the shopkeeper who occupies the shop in the said market promise to pay D. Okay, the shopkeeper, they promise, okay, they promise to pay D a commission. The shopkeeper promised to pay D a commission on the articles sold by them. So whatever articles the shopkeeper sell to the customer, and after selling the product, whatever is the commission, they will pay to D. Okay, now what happens? The shopkeeper promised to pay, but later on shopkeeper did not pay any commission to D. So what does D do? he filed a suit. Okay, D filed a suit. File a suit means he filed a case against the shopkeeper in court to recover the commission. Now shopkeeper, they promised to pay D the commission, but shopkeeper after few days they did not pay any commission to the D. So to recover that commission, D files a case against the shopkeeper. Now what happens in the court? Okay, the court, however, okay, held that the promise to pay commission was not supported by consideration. Now shopkeeper is gave the consideration of paying the commission to D, but in return D did not give any consideration to shopkeeper. So it is one side consideration, the other side from the D there is no consideration. So the court rejected the case of Mr. D. Okay, so court rejected the rejected the case of D because the promise to pay consideration was not supported by consideration. Okay, to promise to pay commission was not supported by consideration. Shopkeeper was promised to pay the shopkeeper promised to pay D a commission, but in return D is not giving any consideration. So from shopkeeper side the consideration is what? Commission to pay D, but D is not giving any consideration. So there is only one side consideration, other side consideration is not there. But since D constructed the market, okay, they deconstructed the market not at a desire of the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper's desire was not there to construct the market. It was the desire of the district collector. Means district collector is what? The third party. So the consideration must move at the desire of the promisor. So here the construction was done at the desire of the collector. Shopkeeper's desire was not there. So the Mr. D's case was rejected in the court. Okay, so this is the case of Durga Prasad versus Baldev. Next element is consideration may move from the promisee or any other person. Okay, promisee means the promiser who makes the promise, and on whom the promise is made, that person is called promisee. Okay, so the consideration may move from promisee or to any other person. Now it is not necessary. Okay, this means that it is not necessary that the consideration is from the promisee. It may come from any other person. It is not necessary that consideration should come only from promisee. It can come from any other person also. Now this implies that as long as there is a consideration for a promise, it is immaterial. Okay, immaterial means it is not necessary who has furnished it. As long as in the contract there is a consideration for the promise, so it is not necessary who has made that promise. Okay, who has made the promise for that consideration. So now we'll understand this point by taking one case, a popular case, Chinnaya versus Ramaya. So consideration may move from the promisee or any other person. Now in Chinnaya versus Ramaya case, there was a lady, okay, one lady, old lady, left her entire property. Okay, a old lady, she died and she left her entire property to her daughter Ramaya. Okay, so there was one old lady, she died and she left her entire property to her daughter Ramaya. She left the entire property to her daughter, but under one condition. Okay, the condition was that she will pay a certain amount of money annually. So a old lady left her entire property to her daughter under one condition. Okay, so condition is that she means the daughter Ramaya, will pay a certain sum of money annually to Chinnaya, her uncle. Okay, so old lady has left her entire property in the name of Ramaya under one condition, that Ramaya should pay certain amount of money annually to her uncle Chinnaya. Okay, uncle is Chinnaya. And Ramaya promised to pay the agreed amount annually. Okay, so she accepted the property as per whatever is, she accepted the condition of the property, and she promised to pay the agreed amount annually. And after few time, okay, after some years, she stopped doing it. Okay, she stopped doing it means after taking the property, after taking the conditions also that she will pay the amount annually to her uncle, she started paying it. Okay, she promised to pay the agreed amount annually, and she stopped doing it after a time. Okay, she stopped after few days or after few years. She stopped giving money to her uncle on the plea that no consideration moved from Chinnaya to herself. Means she is paying the money to her uncle, but in return her uncle is not giving any consideration. Means in return from Chinnaya's side, Ramaya is not getting anything. So she filed a case in the court against Chinnaya. Okay, so Ramaya files a case against Chinnaya, but the plea means the case was rejected by the court. Okay, now why this court rejected her Ramaya's case? Because it was held that the consideration did not move from Chinnaya to Ramaya. Okay, the consideration means the consideration of what, that that the Ramaya should pay money, a certain amount of money to Chinnaya, okay, annually. So the Chinnaya did not give any consideration to Ramaya. So but this to pay, okay, to pay a certain amount of money annually to Chinnaya, this condition or this consideration was moved indirectly from old lady to Ramaya. Okay, that's why the case was rejected. So while giving the property, the old lady had kept the condition that Ramaya will pay money to Chinnaya. Clear? So the consideration which Ramaya was asking from Chinnaya was invalid because Chinnaya did not give any consideration. This condition, this consideration was given by old lady to her daughter. Okay, the old lady had given this consideration to Ramaya to pay the amount to Chinnaya. Okay, so the consideration may move from promisee or any other person. So this condition, this consideration was moved from old lady to Ramaya. Okay, I hope you have understood this case. Now we'll move to the next element, that consideration may be a promise to do or abstain from doing something. Now consideration means something to return in return of give to something in given. May be a promise to do something, or abstain means not to do the thing. Okay, not to do something. So it can be either negative or a positive act. Now in a positive act, okay, the promisee does something at the express wish of the promiser. Okay, in positive, the promiser does something, the promisee does something at the express wish of the promiser. Whereas in a negative act, okay, in a negative act, the promise abstain. Okay, the promisee may deny, or he or she may say no from doing a particular thing, or they may postpone something. Okay, they may postpone the doing from doing something at the wish of the promiser. Okay, So we'll try to understand this point by example. Now see, example of consideration may be a promise to do or abstain from doing something. So the example, A, okay, A makes a contract, okay, A makes a contract to sell his house for 10 lakh rupees to B, okay. So A is making a contract to B that I am going to sell the house for 10 lakh rupees to you, okay. So in this case 10 lakh rupees is a positive consideration for A. Now on the other hand, okay, on the negative side, if A has given loan of 10 lakh rupees to B, okay, if A has given a loan of 10 lakh rupees to B to pay, okay, to be paid, okay, this 10 lakh rupees is to be paid back by a certain date, okay. So A has given loan to B 10 lakh rupees, and this 10 lakh rupees B has to pay back to A on a certain date, okay. Now A is thinking to file a suit, okay. A is thinking to file a suit against B because he has not received any repayment, okay. A is thinking to file a case against B. Why he is thinking to file a case against B? Because whatever the date was fixed, till that date B did not repay the loan, okay. And B approach, okay, B is approaching A with a request not to file a suit, means not to file a case in the court and accept 1 lakh rupees as interest for 1 year, okay. And it will be a negative act, which is consideration for A for not filing a suit. So A is thinking to file a case, but B is approaching that please do not file a case in the court. In return, instead of filing the case, I will pay you 1 lakh rupees extra as a interest, okay. I will pay 10 lakh rupees also and plus 1 lakh rupees extra. Just don't file a case. So this is what? This is a negative act, okay. So you actually B is trying to stop A for not to file a case. So this is a negative act. Now next is what? Consideration may be past, present or future, okay. So the Indian Contract Act recognize past, present and future consideration, okay. So this point, consideration may be past, present and future. This point I have explained in kinds of consideration, okay. In the beginning of the lecture, means after the definition, I have explained what is past consideration, what is present consideration and what is future consideration. So next we'll move to the next point, that is consideration must be real and certain, okay. Consideration must be real and certain. Now a contract wherein the consideration is unreal or uncertain is void, okay, means it is not valid. If a consideration is not real and it is not certain, then a contract cannot be a valid contract. It becomes a void contract, okay. So now for example, okay, if X promised to give an amount of money to Y, okay, X is promising to Y that I will pay you some amount of money, and in return to that Y promised to pray for X long life, okay. This is unreal consideration for X. X is giving him what? Money to Y, and in return Y is saying that instead of money I will pray for you for your long life, for your healthy life. So this is unreal condition, okay. we cannot guarantee that y will pray for x long life, y will pray for x healthy life also. So this is unreal consideration. Okay, so this cannot be a legal or a valid consideration for a particular contract. So if x has promised to pay money to y, so in return y should also promise to x that I will return you the money. But instead of returning the money, y is saying that I will pray for your healthy life. Okay, so this is unreal consideration. Next, consideration must be lawful. Okay, every consideration means in a contract the consideration must be lawful, it should be legal. A contract wherein the consideration is illegal, okay, it is void. Means a contract wherein the consideration is illegal, it is invalid contract or invalid consideration. Now for example, okay, if A promised to pay rupees 10,000 to B, okay, A promise to pay 10,000 rupees to B only if B beats up C. Okay, A is promising to pay 10,000 to B only when B beats to C. Okay, means when B and C fights. So in this, okay, in this is what a illegal consideration for B. Now suppose A promised to pay 10,000 to B if B beats C. Okay, now this is illegal. Hurting anyone or beating anyone, it is illegal. Now suppose B beats to C for rupees 10,000, and after he beats to C, he goes B goes to A that okay, I have beaten up C, now return me my 10,000 rupees, and A denies to give 10,000 rupees. Now B does not, either he does not get money, and for money he has beaten up the C, and B cannot go to court also. Okay, and if he goes in court and file a case against A, court will file a case against B because B has beaten C for 10,000 rupees. So this is what? Illegal consideration. If you are taking some money to kill someone, okay, this is illegal consideration. So this is not a lawful consideration. As per law, killing someone, the beating someone is illegal. Next, consideration must be something which the promiser is not already born to do it. Okay, born to do it. Now understand this, consideration must be something which the promiser is not already born to do it. Now what does this mean? A promise to do what one is already born to do it, either. Okay, now the consideration should not be that to the promise which you are doing for the consideration, and already that responsibility someone is doing it, okay, either by law or by an existing contract, is not a good consideration for a new promise. Now understand this, a consideration must be something which the promiser is not already born to do it. Okay, already not born to do it means, now for example, there is Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A promised to pay money to a police officer. Okay, Mr. A promised to pay money to a police officer to investigate into a crime. Now police officer's responsibility and the police officer duty is only that to investigate the crime, to investigate the case. But in this example, what A is doing? A is promising to pay money to police officer to investigate into a crime. This agreement was held invalid because the officer, okay, the police officer is already under the duty to do so by law. The police officer's responsibility, okay, police officer is under the responsibility, or his duty is only to investigate the crime, to investigate the case, and if A is giving the consideration to police officer to investigate the crime, so this is what consideration must be something which the promisor is not already born to do. It means he is giving the consideration for what he is giving the consideration to police officer to investigate the crime, but the responsibility and the duty of that police officer is actually to do the investigation. By law, it is the duty of the police officer to investigate the case. Okay, so it should not, the consideration should not be already born to do it. Okay, so I hope you have understood all the essential elements of consideration. So this is the end of the session of consideration. In this session I have explained you what is the meaning of consideration, definition of consideration, types of consideration, then all the essential elements of consideration with example in detail. I hope you have understood this session properly. Thank you. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, like and share the video, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notification. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.